I just came out here to get some sun. I'm just sitting here reminded of when I moved over here. I mean, it didn't take long for people to start, again, showing true colors and showing how they felt about me because I didn't kiss their tail. I don't bow and submit to them. Call and just, they'll call on me for reasons and stuff that they won't first call on themselves and hold themselves accountable and just draw certain attention to my life and my household. I'm just sitting here with like literal almost tears in my eyes, but it's been times when God didn't even let tears fall and drop for it because it's madness. It's like He's letting me know it's not no needing you crying over that because it's not even worth it. But I can't help that I'm still feeling like, why are people like this? But the fact is, I can answer that myself. It's the fallen world we live in. It's the spirits behind, and you know what I'm saying. It's not flesh and blood. But it be feeling like, the only reference I can use is people, human beings. But I guess I better just stick with beings, spiritual beings, having the human experience. But it's literally, I remember a dream. This was, I don't know what year it was, maybe like 2012, 2013. Um, the boys, the so-called dad's great so-called great aunt or whatever was staying. Of course, her young quote unquote young folks still staying over there, but was staying over there and I don't know what that noise was, but anyway, was staying over there and wasn't trying to tend or help me with my kids or nothing like that. And I wasn't really asking. I was just expecting their dad to do that. But then he tried to mix and mesh and all that, and it just didn't work. And I was fine with that. But because I don't join in with them and do what they're doing or take certain invites, then I got targeted, and people try to come against me. So I said that to say I just remember a dream where she was having something or doing something, and she sent out an invite for them. And if I can look for it or whatever and find it, I don't know exactly where not exactly. If I could find well, I think I wrote it down. I might go in the house and try to find it, but I wrote it down exactly when I had the dream or whatever, and it was just I'm just at this point just feeling real exhausted. Yep, feeling beat up in a sense, with just no outward wounds or nothing like that, but just like, you just imagine somebody started these lies and this foolishness years ago, almost a decade ago, and it's still trying to show up, whether it's little weeds here or whatever, just certain stuff they've been planting, and I just be trusting God to do away with all of it, but He hasn't. Does it feel like He have? It feels like you just keep letting it go on. And I'm just saying, it seems like it's very small, minor stuff. It's normally stuff that I wouldn't be so bothered by, but it just like tries to grow out of control, and I just be like, again, this sun that's shining, God put the sun in the sky, these trees and stuff out here. God created this. He laid the foundations of the earth, so. But people don't even want me walking on it. I mean, somebody literally recently told me, go to hell is where you belong. I definitely don't feel like that or agree with that, but they really try. I'm telling you that they want that stuff to penetrate so you can. God already did that. God already sent one to take the keys to death and hell. So I'm not, what kind of retarded would I be if it was me feeling like, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. No, they make me feel like my life was just birthed from something hellish or something like that. I can't say that it came from love because my so-called mom and so-called dad, they went off and of course my so-called dad first went off, married somebody else and all that, whatever. I can't say. I really feel that pressure of something, whatever's weighing on or maybe even crushing somebody. I just really feel like and wish that it would just go ahead and crush them. Lord knows I do. Whoever it is, whatever location is trying to send out certain things regarding my life and stuff. But nevertheless, I'm praising God. I'm giving God the glory. Like I said, I'm sitting out here in this sun. I'm probably getting my jacuzzi later on. And like I said, probably take that other one down and put the one that has more volume up. Either way it goes, I still take a stand down. I don't want my kids interacting with and bothering with them people, because that's just, to me, it's just a mess waiting to happen. It's something worse. It's something else for me to have to be concerned about. And I just say, I'll just keep mine here, keep yours there, or your so-called, because, but just as quick as they filing these complaints and calling people and they get people to show up with badges or uniforms or whatever to address me, I'm praying that God shows up definitely to address them. And God can do it and handle it how He wants. As usual, I say, He can tell them, go and sin no more, or He can tell them, okay, you've done this and you've done enough, and it got to a point where it's time for, certain other things to take effect. But, oh, Lord. And I'm trying not to blame nobody. But I'm also just I'm not going to condemn myself, but I'm trying to go back and see what did I do that was so terrible. Because I still can't see me saying that I didn't even stop my kids from playing with them, to be honest. I just said, she started saying they can't come here, they can't do this. And I'm just like, okay, well, if it's going to be like that, we're going to just keep them separated. And then after that, I just started feeling like, hey, God is just allowing me to be separated from y'all for a reason. Me and my loved ones to be separated in my household. So it is what it is. I'm tired of crying tears over silly stuff, crazy stuff. Just throughout my life anyway. I feel like I done cried so many tears. And I still making it through and stuff like that. But I definitely felt that hatred just try to rise up. And, God has things that He hates. And that's all I feel like it's that righteous indignation. It's, again, another pawn and another person or whatever, or being or vessel that's trying to be used to come against me. Then I have to go back to, well, God, you allow it. You see it. So maybe it's just meant. I know that there's vessels of honor, vessels of dishonor. I just don't feel like I'm a dishonorable vessel, or at least I purpose not to be. I ain't saying I've never done some dishonorable things, but anyway. As sure as I'm sitting in the sunlight, it's like, yeah, I just be wanting to become one with the sun. I don't want to say that in no creepy type of way, because I don't be on nothing like that, but I just, receive the sunlight. When it's nighttime, I sleep and I rest and stuff. These people just, of course, they want you to walk around looking old and worn out and all this. I just, like I said before, don't want me to have nothing. Don't want me to, oh, Lord. I don't even want to say peacefully coexist. I don't know what to say. I just know that I don't know. I had a dream yesterday and I didn't write it down and stuff like that. And I was just thinking, okay, I'm not coming into agreement with it. I'm not, bothering that. And I think, I don't know, man. I don't even want to mention certain stuff, because I'm literally be feeling scared to mention certain stuff, because I'm like, it's going to manifest. But the good things that I feel like I be wanting, like more peace, more abundance of life. I dare speak. Lord, if you want me to have more territory, more land, I've asked God, and enlarge my territory and things like that. It's certain stuff that just don't seem to happen. And again, I'm just not one of them people that's just sitting back, oh, I'm gonna manifest this, I'm gonna this. I'm just like, Deliver, Lord. Deliver me. Deliver us. Deliver me and my children, my household from the evil one. There was certain stuff about my side door and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess that got to do with the neighbors, the so-called neighbors that's at that side. I'm literally feeling like, Lord, how much longer, God? How much longer? How much longer before this is just over? And when I say that, no, I'm not talking about my life. I'm talking about some of the, the life experiences and stuff like that, or just really eradicating the enemy, dealing with the enemy. Literally, they say you can go somewhere and you still gonna have to deal with yourself, and I do. That's the one thing. I deal with myself and I ask God to help me. But I literally be feeling like, no, I'm here and I'm still minding my business, and people still trying to pry and bring their issues and concerns to me. I don't want that. Take your concern. I want to redirect you and go ahead and take that to God. I'm telling you, two people showed up at my house recently. I couldn't take on their concerns. I'm not. So I'm not doing that regarding these so-called neighbors. God knows how I feel. God knows. There's people out here that want me dead. They definitely want me more so messed up in the mind. I'm not going to say that they don't want me dead. I think at times they do or whatever. But, I mean, and I've gotten something that told me, a message that said, I hope you die skank and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I'm just, no, and it was the B word too and all that. I'm not sitting out here sending out death threats to people. Like, I am submitting to God, Lord. Whatever needs to die around me, near me, let it die. Whatever's on the inside of me that needs to die, like, he's telling me, stop complaining regarding certain stuff on a specific, maybe it's my specific social media page, but it could be social media in general, and stop, as far as just complaining, period. Let it die. I ain't scared to let that stuff go. It's tough. I ain't saying that it's easy, but now I'm just like, Lord, the vessels. But it just bothers me because I know one vessel was used as a pawn, was egged on by another person that's supposed to be the so-called head of their household. And it's like, that person, evidently, you don't care what happens to this person right here. And evidently, they seem like they don't care what happened to themselves. They don't mind being used as, I guess, like that. I guess it's like that ride or die. Maybe that ride or die stuff is not cute to me no more. Never really has been, but it's definitely not giving. But yeah, so going back in, I just came out here to get the sun. I came out here to cover up my some stuff in my yard to prepare for, what's next. Ooh, did I turn it up? Let's see. I think I did turn it up all the way. Check and see what it is now. I'm about tired of making these videos and even talking about this stuff, because there it is, it's me. Ooh, yep, 104. It's me definitely bringing up that's not. Definitely me bringing up the complaints that I have, and then again, the moment I stop trying to complain, here come compliance people and stuff like that. Just praying that the auditors get audited, the investigators get investigated, the the so-called higher ups. You gotta answer who. If you're a higher up, who do you answer to? Like, if you're superior to somebody, who do you answer? I'm not even gonna say that it's not people out here that is, I don't know, nobody's superior to anybody. It's only one. Like I mentioned, there's only one that is the most high, and that's that. So other people that's trying to deem themselves as that. And again, I understand God raises up certain authorities and officials and stuff like that, but that's what I'm waiting on. The ones that's not corrupt, the ones that's like, the ones that, I'm not gonna make a big deal about that. You're not hurting anybody, but really truly focusing on criminal activity that is violent towards somebody else. That's where I would start. That's my priority. Some would say, of course, the Bible said the small foxes spoil the vine. So I don't know. I guess I just leave it at that. I don't know where to start. I just feel a type of way because, like I said, everybody have another person in their household, seemingly, or somewhere that would help them, and I've had them. But I honestly, even when my so-called grandma was coming over here when she was living, when I feel like you're starting to cause some kind of trouble, I have to get away from you. That's what I felt the need to do. I have to get away. I have to keep the distance and stuff like that. I don't care who it is. I don't want that around me. So, I'm just feeling real tired with feeling like I'm contending and going back and forth and got to go, got to speak up for my household. I've asked God, for my husband, for the head of my household and stuff like that. I even wanted to pray. One time, one lady was like, no, I can't pray about that and this, that, and third. And now I understand you don't want to pray amiss if that's the case or whatever, but she just voiced to me, I can't pray about that. To me, I feel like instead of submitting to God, but at the same time, the person I was praying about and wanting them as head of household, they're not here as the head of household. And at this point in time, I don't want them. Now I don't really have a desire for really none of them. All I can say is I have a hope that God has somebody out there for me that really has got a heart for me, that don't mind standing up for me, speaking, standing beside me and stuff like that. I don't know, man.